Hi. If there's one thing I can't get behind, it is when people wait until January 1st to start on a new resolution or start making changes to bettering themselves or working towards goals that they want to achieve. I just think if you want to do that, then just make a start. And that is what this is, because this year I did attempt to start posting on YouTube, and I think what I was sharing wasn't just matching up with where I am in life right now. And I will just caveat by saying, or put a PSA in, I don't even know what I'm saying, to be honest, right at the start, that I swear I do not usually look like this, but we're running with it, and I'm not washing my hair until later because, quite frankly, I cannot be bothered. And that is a whole ordeal in itself. I recently just stayed in a tiny home over the weekend down in the Scottish borders, which was lovely. Stunning place, fully off-grid, no Wi-Fi, no internet, no phone signal, nothing. It was really nice, but it's one flaw, or at least a flaw to me as someone with haggard hair, and haggard hair only when it's not being properly dealt with hair products. It's that a tiny home, and I didn't realise this was like a UK-wide thing, you're not allowed to plug a hairdryer or like I've got like a heated brush. You can't plug anything in that's high voltage. So all that I had was the remnants of the heat of the fire and this little, what they called a cordless hairdryer, but it was like this size. And so much so, it wasn't like a hairdryer that I didn't even realise that's what it was to begin with. I had to message the host to be like, it says you have a cordless hairdryer. Where is it? And it was like this tiny little fan that ran out every couple of minutes, and I had to recharge on USB, and it only blew out cold air. So yeah, we're not looking our finest, but I will get this all back together. One of my goals is to post more on YouTube, and I think what that looks like for me in a realistic way, because my life is very, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Like, I could be up and down the country tomorrow, or I could be staying at home for the full day. I don't really want to share days in my life. I do that a lot over on the other apps on Instagram and TikTok, but I still want a place to have as like my little space, a little diary where I can maybe connect with people a little bit more. Not so much just on like a food and travel basis, but obviously that included. With that, I think daily vlogging's out the window, but a weekly vlog, a weekly day in the life, sharing moments that I want to, that I want to look back on, or if I want to sit and yap, I will sit and yap. And this will be my space to do that. One of my other goals is to just stop caring so much about little details, about like when I have recorded in the past, like I would have tidied this place up, I would have put on something that I deem okay to wear, I would have went and washed my hair, I'd have put makeup on, I'd have done the full shebang, and I would have set like a full camera up nicely. No, I've got my camera, you're currently balancing on top of my sewing machine while I am getting ready to wrap up some Christmas presents. Not that I've got very many, but I do still need to get it done. Because what is the date today? It is Monday the 15th. We are only 10 days away till Christmas. And also, I just think it's important to start putting stuff on the internet that's real life. Like, I am a consumer of content, as are pretty much all of us. Like, I don't know anyone really that doesn't consume content of some form, especially like for a good couple hours every single day. And as someone who's been making content for, I don't know now, maybe 7 or 8 years, I've been posting on social media, maybe around that. Like, I am very much aware of what is real life and what is not, and what is the highlights. Yeah, I just think I want to be putting out stuff as well as the highlights that is also just real life. Nice, cozy, fun content that I want to look back on. Like I said, this is like a version of a diary for me, and I enjoy watching videos like this, like weekly vlogs, and seeing what people are getting up to in actual life that's not just, oh, I'm going to this event, and oh, I'm getting this for free, and blah, 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 blah. So, if that is the kind of content you like, or you're just being nosy, hi. I am just getting around to wrapping some presents. I'm trying to decide, do I just show some of the gifts that I got? To be honest, I feel like I have spent a fortune this year on gifts, but quite a few of them I don't have here with me because I am one of these people where my family are all the way on the other side of the country. I have had a few delivered there, and the rest that I've got here, Joe, I got him, he is a Pokemon guy, and I got him a new binder that he was after, and today he goes, can I use your Amazon Prime to order something for Christmas? And I went, sure, of course. And he goes, oh, can you add this? And can you add a binder? And I'm like, it was literally in this cupboard right here, sitting, the binder that he wanted. And I'm like, I can't order you a binder because I've already got the bloody binder. So he needed it for Wednesday, apparently. So he is taking it as an early Christmas gift. So that's actually one less thing I need to wrap. But one less thing that will not be under the tree. I'll maybe just show you a couple of the fun ones. This, I'm actually really jealous because I wish I got it for myself. Like, if I could put something on my wish list, like clothing wise, it's maybe like a bit more like casual but still cool and good quality from like a local-ish is Irish brand, this would be it. But I got it for Joe. I don't know if he's gonna love it. I think he will. I would say that maybe 80% of his wardrobe consists of clothes that either myself or my mum have bought him, and then a couple of things sprinkled in there that he's gone, ooh, I'll get that for myself, or maybe a couple of little bits his mum's bought. But this is a Pelador hoodie. If I take it out, will I get it back in? Who knows? We'll find out. But it's like a navy colour and it's got their little emblem on it. And it just looks really good quality. It's just a zipper with a hood. And it's one thing that he doesn't have. And oh, I didn't even realise it comes with a lovely little yellow embroidered sleeve, which I always love. So I think that's such a nice colour combo. Doesn't have anything like that. It doesn't have any zippers left. So then, if you're looking for any inspiration for runners in your life, it might be a little bit late to order, but I found this on Etsy, and my sister is big into running. She loves her races. She loves going out. She started a run club down at home, and it came and you could personalise the box, so I got her name on it. And then, I've never heard of this before, but runners love their trainers. They spend a silly amount of money on trainers. I saw these and they're like little personalized shoelace tags, I guess you could call it. Some of them had like pre-written messages on it, but I chose to do out the door on one of them, which is the name of her run club. And then the other one, I didn't really know what to put on it. I was like, do I just put her name on it? And I was like, oh, that's kind of boring. I feel like something nice when you're running would maybe be to like look down on, although the writing is bloody tiny, I would not be able to see it. I thought it would be nice to have like something motivational. So I went through the WhatsApp group that she started for her run club, and it has like little like quotes in, and one of them was like along the lines of, because I had a character limit, run while you can. So that's what I got, and I thought that was such a nice gift, and because it comes in a little personalised box, even blooming better. I'm not going to wrap this one, but I think it's a really nice idea to do, especially if you're last minute. I feel like I'm usually on the ball with presents. This year, it's been a month. It's been a tough month, actually. I've spent a lot of time up in Edinburgh and down at home in Stranraer, just up and down, and then I've been here, there and everywhere as well as that. But my wee gran, who was all of our best friends, she's been in hospital for, oh goodness, she's been there for over a month, and she passed away the other day. But before before I'd been down to see her, I'd made this, and I actually had found a card. I still have it on my desk because my desk is a mess. I have an old birthday card because I'm a bit of a hoarder, where she had sent one up and it had her handwriting in it. So what I did for my sister was I made a little shrinky dink, is that what you call it? Like the shrinky dink paper, like that little fun kind of creative task that kids use. I made a little design just on my computer using her handwriting that I scanned in. And this is like the test version. It's the one I'm going to keep for myself because this one didn't come out as good. My one came out a wee bit bumpy, but the other one's really nice. And it's just this little key ring, and it's got the handwriting saying love, Granny and Grandpa, with some kisses. So my sister was really close to my gran, so I got her, or I didn't get her, I made her that, which I think she'll really like. And it's just on a little key ring, and I've just popped it in a wee envelope, hence why I can't open it. I am aware that I want to do little weekly vlogs, but I did get some little clips from the weekend just past when we went on our trip down to the Scottish borders. And they're a bit here, there and everywhere because I was actually filming for a different project. But I thought I'd maybe just insert them now, and then I will see you when I see you. and you'll be pleased to know that I did actually wash my hair last night. I have just been to the shops for a little glow up, even though it doesn't look it, because I have no idea what happened there. But yeah, I was getting my nails done, some cat eye Frenchies, my eyebrows, and picking up a few last minute presents and some dinner for tonight. Okay, it is a little later on in the night than I was expecting, but I have just sat down with this little parcel I've received, and my face is so red right now. I need to turn the heating off. Anyway, let's see what we've got in here. Oh no, this isn't what I thought it was. This is actually a box from my work. The elves wish you a very Merry Christmas. Oh, so it is a treat box, but it's not the one I was thinking of. Well, I've got you. I may as well show you what's in here. Oh, I was so looking forward to snacks, but this is very sweet as well, I guess. Oh no. There is so much confetti and stuff in here, and I really can't be bothered making a mess. Because I can't be bothered tidying it. And I need to go to bed early tonight, so I really don't want to be tidying. Okay, she's a little bit covered. I've got a little pouch, good vibes only. That'll come in so handy for all my little sewing and crafty knickknacks. A Sunday Rain body scrub in the flavour acai berry. Will it focus? Yeah. Oh. A scrunchie. Is this a lip balm? Because it is. I'm in desperate need, as we've already established. A little strawberry lip balm treat me. In fact, you know what? I'm putting it on right now. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. It is purple inside. Hugs and hearts. Okay, this is right up my street, and I think probably because I was really in the mood for sweets and treats and snacks earlier, because that's what I thought this box was. We have now got Hugs and Hearts, Fizzy Heart, and Gummy Bear sweets. Went to a facial last week, possibly, or the week before. Either or, it doesn't really matter. And it was at Avant Skincare, the Avant Clinic. It's just newly opened on George Street in Edinburgh, and the actual clinic, it's a nice wee space. There's not much to it, to be honest, but you go in and you get your like skin and analyzed, I guess. Like you put your chin in the machine, and then it takes a bright photo, and you click through all the different like pain points that someone might have with their skin, and it basically just tells you everything you need to know about your skin, and how it also shows you how it can look in, was it 10 years time, if you keep going the way you're going, I guess. And I do use skincare. I'm very minimal with it. And then I'm going to start doing it whilst I am chatting. Yeah, it shows you how you can look, and that really, really just kicked me up the arse, to be honest. I left it feeling so good, and my skin looked so nice. So I've been trying to keep it up. This is nearly empty. I really need to repurchase. This is the Ole Henriksen Glow to O. Yeah, it's Glow to O Dark Spot Toner. And I think I first bought this maybe like 8 years ago, and it is just unreal. Like, I remember when I first bought it, I was still a uni student and it's quite expensive, so it was a real treat. But I'd heard good things, so I took a before and after photo of using it for maybe like a couple of months. And the results like really did just show themselves. So yeah, highly recommend. It is a really good toner, and I know I just said I don't like heavily scented things, or at least I do. My skin doesn't. This one almost smells like sweets. It is delicious, but not sweets in a bad way, like sweets in a good way. The skin therapist, is that what you could call her, at Avant? This is the name of the brand, by the way. Avant. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's probably like Avant. She told me that you're to use everything from thinnest to thickest. So that is what I'm gonna do. Starting off with their, what on earth? The RNA Radical Firmness Anti-Aging Serum. What a mouthful. Yeah, it's got like one of those smells. In fact, all of the products do. I've got the serum, the night cream, and the morning cream. They all smell like, you know, when you go and get a proper facial and you come out and, or even just go to a spa, they've all got that scent. And I quite like that because it feels a little bit bougie. The next product, this is one I've been using for a while, and I feel like it gives you glass skin. To be honest, I'd probably use it more just in the morning. Like, it's really, really good to put on before makeup, and I don't put on like crazy amounts of makeup. I'm like a CC cream kind of gal. This makes your skin look like glass, and it has your makeup looking really, really good over it. Like, even if your skin's looking kind of dry and a bit sad before. It's the, let's see, the La Roche-Posay Hyalu B5 Aqua Gel with SPF 30. There's a running theme here that all skincare products that I like seem to have the longest frickin' names and most complicated names ever, and to be honest, I don't know why. I could really do with it just being a simple name so that I can remember what I'm buying. I've seen quite a lot of chat on TikTok mostly, which is probably sacrilege to be mentioning that on here. But I was watching Life of Kelly. If you don't know who Life of Kelly is, you need to get to know, because she is freaking hilarious. But she is a mum. In fact, I think her like TikTok bio is like mum to 3 feral kids, and that kind of just sums up her account, because she posts kind of just day-to-day life stuff. Like, she's very real, very truthful, and she's from my hometown, and I don't know why, I find it so interesting watching people from Stranraer online. I love it. Like, I actually love it, and I love her. She's so funny to watch, and I love watching the relationship between her and Bubble, who is one of her kids. She's so funny as well. But Kelly did a video recently on Christmas gifts, and it was people asking her to do a haul of like, or sit down, I guess, like after Christmas, and basically just break down all of the products that, or show off all the products that like she got for her kids. And she was basically saying, no, she's not going to do that. And she had her reasons, like she doesn't want to show off in front of like other families who maybe can't afford stuff like that, because Christmas obviously looks very different to different people. Like, some people might not be getting like a grand's worth of presents. They might be getting 1 or 2 little presents under the Christmas tree. Some people might not be getting any. So her point was she didn't want to post because she knows that her kids are going to have a good Christmas, which I guess is also subjective, because like, it's really not about presents. I can understand as a kid that it is really nice to get presents, especially when you're still in like, I don't know why I did this, I hope you're not kid watching, as long as you're not in like the Santa phase, or no, while you're in the Santa phase. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. I love watching that kind of content. I like seeing what people got for Christmas. I love seeing what people are gonna gift other people. I'm a gifter at heart. I love giving gifts. In fact, it's one of my favourite things to do. I write down all year what I'm going to get people, and if they mention one thing, or I guess not what I'm going to get people, but at least some ideas. So if they're mentioning anything, like they could literally mention this body scrub, and we could be in the shop and be like, oh my god, I love that, I love the scent. And I'll be like, so that when it comes to either like birthdays, Christmas, I know exactly what to get them, and it's thoughtful, and I know that they're going to like it, even though they don't know they're going to get it, if that makes sense. But I also love handmade gifts. I love any thoughtful gifts, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Also, this is what I put under my eyes. It is the Beauty of Joseon. Is that how you say that? I actually don't know. Also, I feel like it's too dark to actually see it. But Beauty of Joseon, Revive Eye Serum, Ginseng and Retinol. Again, another bloody long name. And the last thing I'm putting on my face is the Avant night cream. And this is the Deluxe Hyaluronic Acid Vivifying Face and Eye Night Cream. And I'm not saying the rest of it because that's a long name. I was just sitting pondering after watching that video, just thinking of like, I guess both sides of like, is it worth like sharing? I don't know. I really want to make a video like that this year because I love watching them. And if I like watching content like that, then maybe someone else will as well. But I'd be curious to know the wider people's view on what I got for Christmas videos. Okay, I think I'm glowing. I look very greasy, but oh my god, look how red I am. Bloody heck. If anyone knows how to fix that, honestly, I'd literally pay you a stupid amount of money. I don't know. In fact, I actually watched a Grey's Anatomy episode. Oh, I must have seen it years ago. And there was this little girl, and if anyone else knows what I'm talking about, thank you, because I feel like I'm going crazy because I've spoken to someone else about this and who was a Grey's Anatomy fan. They were like, what? But it was an episode where this little girl came in and basically her face would go like this. I can't remember if it was like her whole face, but it was definitely like a big chunk of her face would go this colour, like in an instant. And it was like when she had like heightened emotions, or I can't really remember the ins and outs of it, but it was a whole episode about it. She'd go and she had like a crush on one of them, either McDreamy or McSteamy, whoever it was, and like her face would instantly go like bright red. And I know that Grey's Anatomy, as far as I'm aware, they base a lot of their episodes on real life cases. Whether that's true, I'm not sure. But if it is, then she got a surgery and whatever she got done, it fixed it. And I was like, fuck, maybe I need that. Yeah, I am gonna go and get ready for bed. And just like that, I am back at the train station. I went and got myself a little bubble tea as a treat because we had our meeting for work. Then we went for a nice Christmas dinner, which was lovely. And because I didn't get dessert, I thought I would treat myself. But it's not been a very eventful day for stuff that I can film. I've actually not been to Manchester that many times, but I'd quite like to come back and properly just see the city and see the food life and just come and explore without it being a work commitment. So maybe that will be on the cards for 2026. Also, I'm laughing because I purposely came right to the end of the platform so that no one would see me filming, and someone still blooming walked by me. I don't know why it's so embarrassing filming talking to yourself, but
here we are. I will get over it, I swear. It is so quiet. I don't know why it's so quiet. I don't even know if you can hear me. But while I was at my work thing, they had like my work up on the screen in front of everyone, and they also did a shout out as well, and one of them was for me, and I don't know why, but I just cannot cope with that. Like I actually was sweating and shaking even thinking about it. It's just not for me. Anyway, just a random thought I would try the bubble tea. Where's it from? From Yano Cha. I don't think it's anything fancy, to be honest, but may as well do a taste test. This was just the classic brown sugar. Actually, do you know what? Not bad. He put brown sugar on the top and toasted it with a torch, so actually I appreciate the effort for a train station. Also, a bit of a random observation, but have paper straws gone out of fashion and plastic are back? Because the last few places have all had plastic straws, and I love turtles, but man, I'm happy about it. Imagine getting a drink where your straw doesn't break halfway through. It's blooming amazing.
Good morning. It is, what day is it? It is Thursday today, and I am just about to go into town. I was just getting ready. Ignore my lips, I've not put anything on them yet. And I got this hat through the post from M&S that I ordered. And I need you to be honest. Is it ugly? I can't tell. Like, I don't know if I love it or hate it. Like, it's so big and obnoxious. But I think it's kind of cool. Obviously without the label. I think I'm going to keep it. Well, I am going to go into, oh my goodness, I look hilarious. I'm going to go into town and meet my friend Zoe, who has actually been in one of my videos before. So, if you scroll back, I'm sure you'll find them, although don't do it, don't do that to yourself. We are going to go to Brown's, which is like the new cool hotspot in Edinburgh, and I've been dying to go because it's kind of giving me like European Antwerp, Copenhagen, like the silver seats, stainless steel, minimal kind of vibes. And I know a lot of people don't like places like that because they maybe feel a wee bit cold, and some people feel they lack character. I personally love places like that. So we're gonna go. I don't know what we're gonna try. They've got a few places there like Shrimp Brex, Chiverinos, not Severinos, and a few others. So it's all good like Edinburgh spots in one little place.
guy near us is what?
not rushing. And this is one of them. I am going on a little girly night out. And we're going to Glen Eagle's townhouse. We're going to go have dinner and some drinks. I actually started making them all presents, but I only managed to finish 1 out of 4, so I might show you the process of that tomorrow if I'm not too hungover.
I've just moved to Hobart.
Today has been such a lazy, chill day. It has been so needed. I went out last night, as you probably saw, to Glen Eagle's townhouse, which I just had the best time ever. I was saying earlier today, all I needed to get in the festive spirit, I think, was a Christmas dinner, which is a must, obviously, and lots of wine, plenty of rosé, and just a good old chat. Nothing, no serious conversations, just a big old chat. Today I have been sewing, because if you don't know, I love to sew, and I never get the time to sew, but I'm meant to be going for drinks with the same people I met up with last night tomorrow, but unfortunately I'm not able to make it. I just finished 1, almost 2 out of 4 of the gifts, because I decided, because I can't go, I'm gonna give them a little gift. I made these. I've got, they don't really look like much actually on camera, but they're like little bottle bags. So I'm gonna get some wine to put in each of them. I've got one in like the thick stripes, and I've got one in the thin stripes that I'm yet to put the label on, but I'm gonna do that at the very end. And then I've got another 2 in green with the thick and with the thin as well. And look how cute the labels are, because all of them are foodies. And it's Christmas, so I thought, oh, a little bow and a croissant. It's from Hey Sew Sister, which I think is an Edinburgh brand. And I love all the fabric and little bits and bobs you get there, and their labels are my favourite. So if you sew, you know where to look. I got a parcel through the door yesterday that I really want to open. And it's from an artist called AF Illustrations or AF Art. And I'm not gonna attempt to say her name because I'm gonna get it wrong. I've actually ordered, oh, there's my timer going off. I've actually ordered 2 of her paintings because I love her art. Her art is amazing. In fact, the word art is starting to not even sound like a real word to me right now. So I ordered 2 pieces of art from her. This is one of them. The other one hasn't come yet because I did order it separately. I was gonna just get one, and then I fell in love with another, and I was like, right, I need to have that. And then I told myself, stop, because you're not made of money. My flat, I ripped all of the artwork down off the walls. You'll notice even in this room, there's like nothing on the walls, like it is bare. It's driving me insane because it feels so clinical. This is to combat that. It is the first of the 2 parcels that I'm hoping to arrive. I did just get the print versions, not the original, because like I said, I'm not made of money, and art is expensive, especially if you want good art, and I just don't really know where to find good art these days, like that's not Desenio or bought off like Etsy, like prints. So this one actually has meaning behind it. I love it already. I need to get a frame for it. It's called Jugs. Wait, I'm actually gonna have to like set you up somewhere so we can see this. Is this a crazy, crazy angle? This is the craziest angle ever, but we're gonna go with it so that I can fully open it. This is such a good quality print. Oh, come on. Where's the top? Voila! I haven't decided where I want to put it, but I do think it would be really cool in the kitchen. Like it does just really suit it suits the vibe. I actually don't think I ever said like what the meaning was behind it, and if I'm being totally honest, I don't think I could give you the full spiel that the painting deserves. But let's just say the kind of overarching whatever it is, the overarching theme is abundance, but I might link her below, because if you are interested in art and are nosy, you can go and have a read, just like I did, and maybe purchase some. My pasta's definitely ready now, so I'm gonna go. I've also just realised I've still got my little sewing pin thing on, so ignore that. I've just been rewatching Stranger Things whilst I've been sewing, and I just got to thinking how actually at the start of this year I had like set out that one of my main goals was to make more handmade gifts, and that was just like a goal for the whole of 2025, and I kind of failed on that. I think I made a couple of gifts throughout the year, but I'm putting it out there, 2026 really is going to be the year of handmade gifts, and I'm going to get better at sewing. These bottle bags, I don't know if they could really count as a gift because they technically hold the gift, but because they can be reused, maybe I will count them as a gift. So yeah, I was just thinking about how nice it would be to receive a handmade gift. Like I don't think I ever have, and I would love to. And I just think that sewing and other, like even knitting's something else that I want to get into next year, because my gran taught me when I was little and I haven't done it since. I just think receiving gifts like that where, to be honest, it's not even that they're cheaper, because materials for projects like this are so expensive. You'd actually be cheaper going to like Primark, H&M, any other high street store and just buying something. But the thought that goes into it and the time and also the money, I think is super special. Plus, you get it completely personalised and no one else is going to have that product. Even these four, like they're all slightly different and maybe a little bit wonky, but yeah, I am very excited to finish. I've got just a little bit left and then I'm going to show you the final reveal. It's 20 to 8, so I'm going to aim to be done by like, let's just say 9 o'clock, because I'm watching the TV at the same time. And also, I will be watching Stranger Things not on Christmas Day, because it technically comes out Christmas Day in America. So Boxing Day for us, I will be watching it. And then I will also be watching the final episode on New Year's Day. I need to hear other people's opinions, because I hate a TV show with a bad ending. And I have high hopes that this one is going to end well, so fingers crossed. Right, I'm gonna get back to sewing. I just realised that I never actually showed you the earrings that I got from that little market that I went to the other day. I guess not a market, it's like a little pop-up in the centre of Edinburgh, because the reason I went, actually I wanted a ring, and when I got there, the girl who does them, Meg Henry, I freaking love her rings and I really wanted one for my pinky, one of the olive pillow. Go check them out. She had stopped doing her pop-up, but I had previously bought these little star earrings from another small business. It's called Spiral. They're very cute, very Christmassy, and they're not like too much. Also, I'm aware that I look very bald. I need to wash my hair. I may have done some damage in there. They're not expensive, but I did get 4 pairs. Actually, no, I bought 3 and 1 came free, and the free one was these little Christmassy dangles. They're quite cute. They're not something I would usually go for, but I didn't pay for them, so I got these little bows. They are freaking adorable. I feel like you could wear them all year round as well, but mostly at Christmas. Then this was from her Coraline collection, which I think is such a creative collection. They are silver and gold, so I thought, oh, I can wear them with any outfit. And they're just quite cute with little love hearts on. And the last one, which I thought was so freaking cool, because as you will have seen last night, I love to sew. And I think these are also part of her Coraline collection.
How freaking cool is that? They're like little needles, little sewing needles. And they're like not obnoxious at all. So I think I could get away with wearing them. And yeah, they were £14, £16 and £16. I'm free. Anyway, I am just getting packed up. You can probably see the chaos that is my packing. We're gonna head down home. We were gonna be staying up here for Christmas, but it is my grand's funeral tomorrow, so we're heading home today so that we can go to that tomorrow, and because it's the 22nd, we're gonna just stay down. Also, today is the shortest day, so I need a little bit of joy in my life. I did finish sewing this morning, which was lovely. I've got some new chocolates that I want to try. In fact, I've got them here. They're not brand new, I've just never had them. The Lindt pistachio. And I know everyone's kind of over the pistachio Dubai chocolate trend, at least I think they are. I never really fully got on board with that, and I love pistachio and I love chocolate, but these scream a bit at me. So I'm gonna give them a try when I'm in the car. I'm gonna finish editing, and yeah, I think that's all. I've got a video that I need to send over tomorrow, so very fun one. Follow me over on TikTok and Instagram if you want to see that. It's all about what I got up to in the Scottish borders. I also did film some clips of the little bottle bags, but I think I'm going to go and show you. I filled 3 of them, so I do need to go and get one more. I stupidly don't have another one the same. And I want to give everyone something similar, so how freaking adorable did this turn out? I love it. And I love that there's like both colorways with the like big stripes and little stripes. I love them, and I love that you can reuse them. I will say, last night when I was filming, I did say that I was going to be finished by 9 p.m. However, when it came to about 8:30, I realised the last 2 bags that I was working on I had sewn fully inside out. So it's safe to say I did not finish at 9 p.m. and that's why I was working on it this morning. So the labels did go on in a bit of a rush, which means they're a little bit messy. I think it's rustic and I think it's fine. It's handmade, it's not meant to be perfect. I've also trained my dog to do something very annoying, and it is all my fault. There's no one to blame but myself. But usually when Joe leaves in the morning, at least when he used to, or when he was coming back, if I'd spot him, I would shout Penny through because she is obsessed with him, and I'd left her up so she could look out the window. So now she always wants to look out the window, and Joe's not here, so she especially wants to. Oh, there we go. She's like, why can't I see out the window? Why is there a camera on my face? She literally just sits and looks at everyone, except she weighs a bloody ton. Oh.